Hi, Joey.
Hi.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you, Joey. Joey, this is our fifth time chatting. I think you are now the actor I've interviewed the most.
Cool.
I'm
That's
really excited about
awesome.
this.
Yay.
I know. I'm really, really excited about this. Congratulations on this film, Joey. I know you've been a huge fan of the book since you were a kid, and I thought that the adaptation was done so beautifully here. One of my favorite scenes in the film is when Tally takes the toothbrush pill.
Yeah.
I love how you can have a pill just replace something for your daily routine. If you could take a pill to replace something that you do every day, what would it be, Joey?
That's a good question. Laundry,
Yeah.
packing and unpacking.
Yes.
Packing and unpacking. Here's the thing though, I sometimes like dishes maybe, but I kind of like doing dishes. Like
Sometimes it's therapeutic if you're not in a rush.
yeah, I also like I wouldn't have a toothbrush pill. I love like the act of brushing my teeth.
Yeah.
It's like I feel so like clean. You know?
Brianne, what would you do?
The
What
silence
would you
was
do?
deafening.
Sometimes, not all the time, because I really do like physical activity. I think it makes me feel good. It's good for my mental health.
Exercise, yeah.
But sometimes
Yeah.
I I don't want to do it.
No, I do not.
So sometimes if I could just, take a pill and it be done,
Yeah.
then that would be awesome.
I really lose my love of working out quickly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't like
I get
it.
inspired and I'm like, all right, this is my thing, and then pretty quickly
If I'm in a
over
routine,
it.
I'm good. But if I take too many days off, I'm like, oh,
Exactly.
hate that.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that
Never
again.
doing it again. Yeah.
Right, 100%. It's like I like Pilates, but some days I just want to take a Pilates pill.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't that be nice?
I like that.
Yes. Big theme of this movie is the desire to be well liked and accepted and, accepted for who you are. And Shay, her character says, I took down my pretty account. I just don't want to be dealing with that anymore. She doesn't want to do it. And I took a big social media break in June. I'm curious for you, we all are on social media because of our jobs and our careers, but do you ever take a social media break and do you recommend it? Brianne, have you ever taken a social media break?
Absolutely, and I highly recommend it because we're all on social media all the time now, to the point where I don't even think we realize the effects that it has on us. And so when you do make yourself take a break, it's crazy the difference you feel mentally, physically, and just almost like how much time you have.
Yeah.
You have so much more time than you realize, and I definitely recommend it. I say go touch some grass when you can, go read a book, go have a good conversation,
Yeah.
but disconnect from the phone every once in a while.
I think that like social media can be great, can be fun, all these things, but I also think it really is one of the number one things that is really difficult to know who you are when you're constantly seeing who everyone else is and how liked everyone else is for who they are, and you want to be like them, and like it's very easy to get lost in like what you want to be perceived as versus like who you really are, and it can get really muddled and like muddied if you don't like take a step back and let yourself just kind of like be you and like breathe without knowing what everyone's thinking of you all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. Well, last question for you. The scenes with like the hoverboards were amazing. I need Shay to teach me like the art of the hoverboard.
I need Shay to teach me because I have this thing where like if I'm standing straight on, great balance. As soon as I turn to the side, either side, balance is out the window. I think there's something wrong with my equilibrium. But like in reality, I could not skateboard or snowboard, but it was really cool to pretend to be like a pro at hoverboarding. And obviously it makes Shay look so cool. But I'm actually trash at it.
Joey, how was your experience? You seemed like you like did awesome with it.
Thank you. It's funny, like I used to skateboard when I was a teenager, and I like was like fairly decent at it, but I got like hurt a lot, and so I stopped because I liked this job that I do more. I didn't want to like have, it's just like if you skateboard, you're going to get hurt. It's just kind of like the thing. But I did have that prior kind of like experience-ish in terms of like the balance of the board. But also, to be honest with you, we didn't really have to do too much that we weren't harnessed for.
Yeah.
So, which
Right.
was,
They made
which
us
was
feel
really fun.
Yeah, because we were able to be uninhibited because we knew we were safe.
It was so fun. And
Yeah.
we were like flying around.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That was great.
It
That was, like, my
honestly
favorite
looked
part.
it looks so fun. Yeah, definitely one of the coolest sequences in the film. Well, they are wrapping me. I'm so excited for audiences, especially book fans, to see Uglies when it comes to life on Netflix. And thank you so much for your time today. I'm hoping that there's a sequel. That ending, I need to see more. I need to see the rest.
We'll see. Thank you so much.
Can't wait to talk
Bye,
to you
ladies.
next time.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Everybody.
That's so
Bye. Good to
cute.
see you.
Bye.
Keith and Chase, so good to see the two of you again, and congratulations on this film. How are the two of you today?
Doing good. I'm
Yeah.
doing great. Yeah, I can't complain.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when we see Tally take the toothbrush pill. I love that you can take a pill and that just replaces a daily activity.
Wouldn't that be
I'm-
great?
Oh man.
What would you choose, Chase? If you could take a daily pill to replace one of your like
Ooh.
regular activities, what would you do?
Maybe like a deodorant pill that actually works. You know, I feel like we're constantly striving to find the right deodorant. So
No,
if you could
facts.
just take a pill to make that work, I feel like that would be a game changer.
Ooh, like a deodorant, like a scented pill, like makes your body
Yeah.
smell good. Ooh, I like that.
Exactly.
Keith, what about for you?
For me, I think like a. This sounds crazy. I was about to say like a shower pill.
That would be
Yeah.
that
Like
would be
on the
good
way
too.
out, like if you
Yeah.
could just grab
It's
them
like,
real quick and you just fresh, like that'd be
Oh.
crazy. Yeah, it'd be a shower.
Yeah.
pill for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With, like,
That would be a good
scrub.
one too.
That would be
Yeah.
clutch.
Feel my stomach,
Well, a
too.
huge. You guys are funny. Well, a huge theme of this film is, of course, like the desire to be well liked and, you know, just accepted. And I think it's Shay's character that says, "Oh, I took my pretty profile off. She just didn't feel like she needed it anymore." And obviously, all of us are on social media for our jobs and our careers. But do you ever take social media breaks? And what does that look like for you, Chase? What do you ever take social media breaks? And do you
Yeah.
recommend it? Has it helped?
I think we get such a skewed perspective of society through social media, and it's so important to get out and just touch some grass from time to time.
Facts.
I actually don't have Instagram downloaded on my phone right now, speaking of. So like I'll kind of like use the app sparingly when I need to. But yeah, I try to do like a little social media detox a couple times a year and just disassociate, and it's so good for the old mental health.
Yeah, definitely. I think I haven't taken one in a minute actually, but I would definitely just delete my app.
Mm.
And then anytime I needed to post something or repost something, I would just download it, you know, post it and get off. And then sometimes you catch yourself scrolling a little bit, like, oh, man, what's been going on?
Let's see what's happening.
But I think I definitely take my breaks. And you asking this question might, well,
Influence
after
it.
the film
Right.
come out, then I might have to take another one. But I think it's very important to take those breaks. So I definitely do. Yeah.
Yeah. I took one in June, and again, I deleted my Instagram app because I'm like, I don't want to go to my phone. My
Good for
thumb is
you.
automatically going to the Instagram button, so you
Yeah.
really truly have to remove the app.
The muscle
Well,
memory
Chase,
is crazy.
Yeah.
What's that?
I
What's
was
that,
just
Keith?
I was just saying the muscle memory is crazy. How you can just
The
pick up your
muscle
phone and go
memory
right
is so
to it.
You're so right. You're so right. Well, Chase, I have to ask about your other film book adaptation, Marked Men, that's coming out later next year. I'm friends with Jennifer Gibgot, and I'm so
Oh.
excited for that. I'm so excited for that film. What can you tease about that particular adaptation? Because I loved the books. I'm so excited.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's a really heartbreaking but heart-filling story. I play a character named Rule, and it's really his journey to figure out whether or not he can love himself again after the death of his brother. And it's directed by Nick Cassavetes, who is one of my favorite directors and now a dear friend of mine. And it was the first time that I really got to embody something that really challenged me as an artist to dig really deep, and to do it with a great cast, and to do it with somebody like Nick was an experience of a lifetime. So very excited about that one, but I'm also very, very excited to be here talking about Uglies.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Uglies is fantastic, and I'm really hoping you guys make a sequel because that cliffhanger, I need to see where this is going.
Oof.
And I'll be happy to tell Jen of that. I just spoke with you about Marksman too, because
I was just with her yesterday.
yeah, she's so excited for it too. Well, thank you both so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Laverne, hi, how are you today?
I'm great. I'm having a lot of fun talking about this movie.
That look is so fierce. Like that's literally all I can think about right now. It looks incredible.
Thank
But
you so
congratulations.
much. It's vintage. It's Galliano Dior Galliano for Dior. Fall Winter 2003 ready to wear. This is look number 6. It was shown on the runway in white, but this is the black version of it. And the hair was inspired by a Mugler show. Mugler's first couture collection in 1992 look that Christy Turlington wore the hair.
Congratulations
Thank
to you on this film. I loved your performance as Dr. Cable, especially this villainous type character that I've never seen you do before quite this way. And I'm curious for you as an actor, what helps you get into the mindset of your characters, especially a more villainous one like Dr. Cable? Was it her, amazing dress? Was it the makeup or the contacts? I'm interested what the mindset was for you.
I mean, the costumes were fantastic, but the work is always inside out. And in the book, Scott has such wonderful things to say about Dr. Cable that gave us a lot of information. She has eyes like a wolf, and so the wolf. I've been doing animal work as part of my character prep with my acting coach Kimberly Harris for maybe the past 7 years. And I studied, when I was in acting school, we did animal work. And so you pick an animal for the character, you do an exercise where you put the animal on all fours and you eat as the animal, and eventually you start to humanize the animal, you start to vocalize as the animal. So everything sort of comes out of the animal. And what's interesting about a wolf, so I watched hundreds of hours of footage of wolves and how they hunt and how they prey and sort of lie in wait, but then also how they sort of protect their cubs. So it really, Dr. Cable came out of the wolf. She really came out of the wolf. And even we do character private moments where we try to find the unfulfilled need of the character. But what's interesting is about when we were working on this is that the animal exercise turned into a character private moment where the need sort of emerged. There's a primalness that an animal can bring out. There's physicality that the animal can give you, but then there's like the trait of the nurturing with the predatory was really like how I approached Dr. Cable. And that was so much fun, thinking about like, what does it mean for me as this animal? The animal gives you permission, but then also my relationship to power, my relationship to control, my relationship to protecting, wanting everything around me to be perfect. Ultimately, I'm creating this perfect society, right? That in my mind, a society that's perfect. And anything that challenges that, anything that threatens my cubs, I attack ferociously and strategically. And that is all really exciting and really layered. I reread some of my notes because it's been 3 years since we shot this. Some of my notes and journal entries from when we were preparing this, and control and the predatory and what Scott says about Dr. Cable in the book was this wonderful guide for me at the time. And then we build on that, and everything has to be personalized. Everything has to be as if. So I'm Dr. Cable, but then what is my own personal relationship to it? Is it the same? I mean, I wouldn't want to, sort of create a society to force everyone to have surgeries, at 16. But what I would want is a society where everyone is equal, where no one is discriminated against. And so I can relate to that. And then if I did have a position of power, where I controlled everything, I would want a certain sense of order. And I would be more open to dissent than Dr. Cable. But for her, it's really about protecting what she's built. And the smoke is a threat to that. And the shenanigans of Tally and Shay are a threat to that. And those threats must be handled.
Yeah, no, I watched the film twice, and now I do see a lot of wolf-like tendencies in your performance. So I love that answer. Well, there also is a cool sequence in the film where we see Tally take a toothbrush pill, and all of a sudden, she's brushed her teeth. If you could take a pill to replace something in your daily routine, what would it be?
It'd be makeup.
Yeah, I know.
It would be makeup and hair. I would just, if you could just do something and everything is done and I don't have to sit for 3 hours, that would be amazing. A pill and then my hair and makeup's done, like that would be awesome.
I would be down for that too. Well, they are giving me the wrap, Laverne. It was so nice to chat with you again. The last time we spoke was for Inventing Anna, and you complimented my hair, and it was like the best. You like made my year. So thank you for always being
still,
so
I don't know if it was different. I don't remember that, but it's looking really healthy and blown out, and the color is fantastic. So it's still really rocking and rolling. So
I just remembered that all those years ago, and just have always thought it was one of like the sweetest things a celebrity has ever said to me. So thank you so much for your time today again.
It's good hair, so.
Thank you, Laverne. Good to see you.
Good
Bye.
to see you too.